Welcome to campgroundviews.com. We're getting a huge number of new users coming into the site, so I wanted to take some time to show you all the great features we've built into campgroundviews.com. The site is designed to allow you to look where you're going. What does that mean exactly? Well, that means we have over 3,000 campgrounds and RV parks on video to allow you to virtually see exactly what it looks like. In addition, we have another 23,000 photographs. Where does all this come from? It comes from campers like you. So if you want to learn how to submit pictures and submit video, simply click on the Share Videos and Pictures button at the top of the page, this and every page, and you'll be able to see exactly how to do that. That's not what we're here to talk about, though. We're here to help you find a great campground for you to stay at. So first off, the number one question we get from users is, how much does it cost and where do I sign up? And the crazy answer we always give you is it costs nothing and you don't need to sign up. Yeah, what? That's crazy, I know. So you want to find a campground or RV park? Simply start typing. So example, you're going to Moab, Utah. Type in Moab, Utah. Select the city name and click search. The search takes about a second and a half and you'll get all of the results for that area. Everything comes up in Moab. And you'll see that you have a listing name. You also have an icon. So if you want to use the map, you can simply dot around the map and look at the different campgrounds. If you click into them, a listing page will pop up. This will have the videos, pictures, and descriptions of that park. So this is at Campground and Learning Center in Moab, Utah. There's a video here. Simply click play to view it. You've got the contact information, the website address. If you would click on that, their website would open up, and photographs. You can always select the photograph. Pop-up will come up, and you'll be able to tab through the different pictures. These are slightly downsized. Say you wanted to see more detail, you could simply click over here, View Full-Size Image, and that full-size image will load up. In addition to that, you'll have a detailed description and any reviews left by other users. If you want to leave your own review, you'll simply need to log in order to do that. So say you're on this page and you want to find something else. Maybe you're not going to go to Moab. Maybe you want to go to, I don't know, we'll try Provo. You want to go to Provo, Utah on the way there. So simply enter Provo, hit search, and you'll be back at the search results page for Provo, Utah. And again, you can see all the different locations around Provo. Same type of detail, pictures, video, and so forth. Now that's all fine and dandy, but say you want to get a little bit more detailed and you want to see only the parks that have pull-throughs. Once you've performed your search, simply check pull-throughs. This will drop your list of parks down to only those parks that have pull-through sites. As you can see, that really narrowed our results. So say you want to get a little bit bigger radius, simply drop the 25 miles. Change it to 50 miles. This will pull in more locations with pull-through locations and pull-through campgrounds. Say you want to get even more detailed. You only want parks with pull-throughs and a pool. Same thing. Select pool. You'll see the results will fine-tune themselves even further, and you'll see only the parks that have pools within that area. Okay, that seems fun. So let's go ahead and see what else we can do for searches. So that's basic details: pull-through, cable TV, pets, tents, Wi-Fi, electric, sewer, and water. All those type of details can be winnowed down using those filters. But say you want something a little bit different. You want something with a clubhouse in or near Provo, Utah. Simply enter the keyword clubhouse, and if we have it tagged and the information is there, you'll see the parks that have a clubhouse available for use. Or how about mountain biking in that area? I don't know if we got anything tagged for mountain biking or not, but it sometimes comes up. Yeah, there we go. So all these locations have some sort of cycling or mountain biking nearby. Say you're thinking about, okay, I'm thinking about going to Zion, but I know that my friend lives over by the Walmart in Hurricane, Utah. Search by that. Walmart near Hurricane, Utah. You can see I still have the keyword mountain biking, so I can also just X that out refresh my search a little bit, and get all the locations in and around that Walmart in Hurricane, Utah. So there's the basic functionality of the site. Now, say you're shopping around, you're looking for a place to stay, and you plan on coming back tomorrow night when you have some more time, and you want to save these results so that you can look them up later on. That's where creating an account comes in. So to create an account, simply click sign in, and then on the right-hand side, you'll enter your name, last name, email address, and password. And then when you click register. When you click register, it's going to send you an email from the system. You need to verify that email. It's a security feature we put in to prevent spam. You'll get a link on there. Click that link, and you'll be logged in. You'll get back to this page, log in, simply enter your email address or user ID and password, and click the login button. Now, when we do this on my screen, you're going to see a little bit of extra features. These are simply because it's my site and I get to do anything I want. But you'll see your name up here, and if you want to edit that, simply go into Edit Account. You can edit your name, last name, enter in more details, and you can even choose an image for your avatar. Where this comes into play is when you write reviews, that'll show up on that review. A lot of folks use pictures of their RVs, their dogs, and in some cases themselves too. Okay, so that's how to search, and that's how to add your name. But remember, we were talking about, hey, I want to save these in order to come back later. Let's just try this. So you search your location, pull up your list of parks, and say, okay, I'm thinking about this one and this one. And you notice whenever you click on a link, it opens up a secondary tab. We turned that on. We didn't used to do that, but we did that because we found a lot of people were getting lost once you got into a listing. So this way your search results will always remain up, and then these listings will open up in new buttons. So now you're interested in the Zion Ponderosa. You want to come back and reference it later. You'll now see that there's an Add to Favorites option here because you're logged in. Simply click Add to Favorites. You'll see it's now in your favorites. Lava Point, I want to add this to my favorites. It's now in my favorites. Simply hover over your name, click on favorites, and any favorites you've added into your menu will pop up on a giant map right here. So you can see how you can use this for trip planning and so forth. So say I was going from LA to Zion, I've now saved a park in Vegas and parks that I'm interested in there. All their information is here, so you can click on them and it'll pop up in a new button or a new tab, the park's information, so you can look it up again and compare it. This way you can, if you've created a trip across the country, you can actually save your itinerary right here on Campground Views, and you can reference this while you're on the road. Campground Views is fully mobile responsive, meaning it acts just like an app on your phone. So you can pull this up while you're driving down the road and reference and go to these parks in order to call them. You can click their phone number right from this page and be able to call them. So you notice it's going to air out here, but if I was on a mobile device, I could have just called that Zion Ponderosa right from there. So that's another cool feature, the favorites. Again, you simply go down, click Add to Favorites, and the park will be added to your favorites. So to refresh, campgroundviews.com, do not need an account to begin searching. Simply type in your search parameters and you'll go straight to the location. Create an account. You'll select up here when it says sign in. Pop-up box will pop up. In this case, it's got my information on it. But sign in would have a pop-up box. Enter your details. An email will be sent to you. Click the verification and you're in. Another feature we have that a lot of folks are not used to and want to get some ideas on how it works are the 360 VR. So 360 VR is the newest thing. It's like Google Street View for campgrounds. It's a campground view, literally. We've got both paid options where parks have had us come out and film their parks. We also have a lot of national parks and state parks. Sometimes, like you'll see on mine, the map didn't refresh right. If that ever happens, simply refresh your search criteria. In order to get the icons up. And that's a JavaScript error. This ties into JavaScript. Totally complex. It's just related to browsers and so forth. So say I want to view the 360 tour of Coulter Bay Campground. Coulter Bay, as you're familiar, is in Grand Teton National Park, or you might not be familiar. Coulter Bay is a great place for your RV, as you can see from this photo. They have large sites with electrical, water, and even sewer hookups. Now we have a 360 tour of this. It's going to be grainy when you first hit it. Why is it grainy? That's actually kind of an important discussion. 360 video allows you to grab the screen and look around. And this is paused right now, and you can see by simply grabbing it with my mouse, I can grab, I'm left clicking on the picture and dragging around. Now to give you an idea of why it gets grainy, you're looking at a gigantic picture that is wrapping around the entire screen. So instead of just looking at our standard video straight on that only is this big, you're actually looking at a gigantic square that you can imagine is this big and is wrapping all the way around the sphere that you're looking at. So what will happen if you're on a bad connection or slow connection is your quality setting needs to be adjusted. So in my case, my internet connection is actually pretty decent. I'm viewing it in 720s. You'll notice we've uploaded this all the way up to 4K. So a lot of times when it initially loads, it'll load down in a really slow setting like 144. And I'll show you what that looks like. And that's what it looks like. So the number one complaint we get from people is, I can't see anything, it's grainy. Well, you need to increase your quality setting. Allow the video to buffer up a little bit. You'll see the better quality. I'm going to mute this so we don't have any sound. And hit play. All these videos do have sound to them, so it'll jump in. So what these are is they're virtual tours of the park. So your first reaction is, whoa, what's going on here, right? Well, all you have to do is, this is site 3 right there. Boom. Hit pause. Grab your cursor. Look around. Okay, there's no trees above the site. Let's see, if I was to back into there, I'd have to pull way up here and back in. There's some trees right there. Okay. So that gives you an idea, and you can actually see every single site in the campground. We have over 360 of these. It's quite a bit of work to do this. So there's no narration. So one of the other complaints we get is, I don't know where I'm at. Best way to do that is when you come to a crossroads, you can actually increase your detail settings. That'll take a second to load. But once it loads, you'll be able to see exactly where we're going. And in most of the cases, we have edited these videos to show you loop A, loop B, loop C, loop D. And in as well as we can, because a lot of these parks aren't numbered properly, we try to go site 1, 2, 3 in order. So you're going to go loop A, 1 through whatever. Loop B, it's usually site 30 through whatever. Loop C, and so forth. So you'll be able to get a good idea of where you're going. You can always reference this map to see the individual sites. Okay, I'm on loop A, is that B, C, D, and so forth, and tie it over to the reservation system if they have one. In addition, we have a number of photos of the location and detailed descriptions, and we have standard videos too. So that should have loaded up by now. There it is. Yep, that's a high resolution version, and look at that. Loop A, trailer sites 1 through 24. That gives you an idea. If you're on a fast connection, you're going to see this detail, and you can see it's pretty stunning detail. And if you were to open it up to full screen, even more so. Great feature, only available at campgroundviews.com. Enjoy it. So that's the 360 tours. Any questions? Oh wait, this isn't a feedback thing. So one other tip I want to show you, and this is something that some folks use if they have no idea where they want to go. Right? They're like, I don't know where I want to go. Simply click this link up here for the big map. And what this is going to load is a giant Google map of all the locations within the directory that allows you to drill down and look around. So say you're thinking you want to go down to Florida. You're looking to go to Florida this winter. So, okay, here's the U.S. So you simply scroll in with your mouse, or if you click, it'll dig down deeper. So if I were to click here, you notice it drops down. And all of a sudden, you've got a mapping of every single location we have in our directory. Yeah, that's a lot. And so for Florida, we actually have videos and photos for all of these locations. You want to go down to the keys, you can see the details and scroll in, or even click in closer, use your cursor over here, and you can now click in and go right in to see the parks. So again, that's the big map feature that's up here in the menu bar. That allows you to drill down really well. It works better on a computer than it does on a mobile device, simply because of the amount of real estate available on this versus a mobile device. Oh yeah, you notice this one over here in the ocean? Yeah, that's not in the ocean. That's actually Dry Tortugas Campground. Yeah, we even have places like this listed too. So this isn't a place you can take your RV, but it's a place you can take a boat out and tent camp at. Probably one of the coolest places you can go down to the Floridas, the national park down there at Dry Tortugas. So we have parks like that listed on here, and it's a great way to kind of discover not only places to camp in an RV, but also in a tent. There's also these sites out in Biscayne National Park. These are boat in, so you would have to actually boat into the locations and stay there. So I hope this tutorial has been useful. Feel free to send me an email, mark@campgroundviews.com. Happy to help you out. Looking forward to reading your reviews and having you as part of this great community we built. Thank you and goodbye.